Welcome to DCU Worlds, and we have news from the DCU. Superman had a new spot aired on television, and in this spot, some new scenes were revealed. So without wasting more time, let's discuss this new teaser for the Superman movie, which revealed new scenes from the film. In addition, we will also talk about the news that Warner Brothers will hold a panel at CinemaCon on April 1st, and we might get a big trailer for the movie at that event. So let's talk about that because there's a lot to discuss. So without further ado, let's analyze this 30-second teaser. But before we start, don't forget to click the like button, comment below, and subscribe for more content like this. Also follow our other social media, Instagram and Threads, where I'll keep you updated about this universe we love so much. Well, the teaser doesn't show many new scenes, especially since there were many scenes we've already seen. So instead of going through the scenes we've already seen, let's focus only on the new ones. So the first scene we have is of the ship landing while its doors open, revealing Lex Luthor and the Man in Black we saw on set. I actually think this Man in Black could be Ultraman, but there's also a possibility he could be a clone of Superman. However, it hasn't been officially revealed who this character might be yet, so comment below who you think this character is. We see here that they are in snowy conditions, probably because they are heading to the Fortress of Solitude, and this connects with that theatrical version of the trailer where we saw them entering the Fortress of Solitude, and maybe it's also linked with that scene of the destroyed robot. Remembering that engineering is also in this scene because you can see it in Lex Luthor's glasses reflection. Now, the only new scene from this teaser is Superman flying towards the Fortress of Solitude, probably because he knows Lex Luthor is invading his fortress. In fact, this is an extended scene from the trailer teaser. And guys, giving my honest opinion, I was a bit worried about this scene. I actually liked the quick and cool camera movement that goes from rear view to front view while he's spinning in the air. I think it's a really cool way to show Superman's speed and agility. However, I'm not sure how it makes Superman look from that angle. I didn't hate that frame at all, and it's not even close to being as bad as those other films that use this effect. James Gunn even did this camera effect with Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I didn't like how the camera transitions. I think it's a really cool camera movement that keeps you engaged from Superman's same perspective. However, I didn't like how it made Superman look from the front. You know, David Corenswet's facial expression doesn't seem human. It looks more like CGI. But I didn't hate this scene. I really like the movement of the cape and how the camera transitions with Superman flying because these scenes were inspired by Top Gun Maverick. James Gunn even said they used drones to make these movements around Superman. But it seems that this wide-angle lens format works much better with jets than with faces. You know, if you look closely at this frame, you will notice that David Corenswet's face looks a bit strange. I even saw some people saying that Superman looks cross-eyed in this scene. But we also have to know that the movie is not finished yet, so they have all this time until the movie's premiere to fix some scenes that might not be as good as they should be. But the good thing is that this teaser didn't show anything from the movie. That's really great, too. But speaking of these new scenes, I actually liked the teaser itself. I liked how Lex Luthor is portrayed in this scene. It really gives off that billionaire vibe, and you can see he's very furious with Superman. In fact, in all the trailer scenes I've seen of Lex Luthor, it made me think this Lex Luthor will be quite different from the others. Now, about the flying scene, I thought it was pretty cool how the movements are done. It really gives off that Top Gun Maverick feeling, but only when the camera is behind Superman. When it's frontal, honestly, I didn't like how David Corenswet looked in that scene. It seems CGI, but anyway, the movie is still not finished, so that scene can still be improved. Well, now let's talk about this other news. Confirmed that Warner will hold a panel at CinemaCon on April 1st this year. And, you know, CinemaCon is a big moment in the cinema industry for executives to talk a bit about ongoing projects. A few years ago at CinemaCon, it was confirmed that The Batman 2 exists, and expectations for this year are that James Gunn will appear at CinemaCon to promote the Superman movie. Last year, James Gunn even recorded a video to speak at CinemaCon and promised he would be there this year with the entire cast of the film to promote it. That's what everyone is waiting for. News involving the Superman movie, bringing the whole cast there for interviews, maybe showing a clip from the film, a new trailer, or even announcements of new DCU projects. I don't know, like them showing some images, for example, from Lanterns, or even some kind of description of the Supergirl movie or something involving Peacemaker's second season. But nothing new we don't know about. At least that's my expectation and what I hope for from this year's CinemaCon. What often happens at CinemaCon is having a panel for some film and showing an exclusive clip during that panel. For example, a few years ago, At a CinemaCon, DC showed an exclusive trailer for Aquaman, and then the press came and described the trailer saying stuff like, no, this happens, then that. But we never got to see that trailer, to the point that it took months for the real Aquaman trailer to come out. And CinemaCon, as you know, has little of that character of showing things exclusive to the event, and not everything they reveal at CinemaCon is shared online. That's why at this CinemaCon, I expect many new things from Superman or new DCU projects. Maybe they should announce outside some events, like on social media, as James Gunn did with Clayface out of nowhere. Maybe they'll do that during Comic-Con, because this year's Comic-Con is right after the Superman movie premiere. So there'll already be a gauge on whether Superman will have good box office or not. In the heat of the moment, they might announce other DCU films. This is something Warner has done before. When Man of Steel came out, there was a Comic-Con right after where they announced a sequel to Man of Steel. I hope they say something about the Batman Part 2. I know the script isn't done yet, but Matt Reeves mentioned in an interview that production will start this year, so there's a chance we'll get some film material. But these are just my expectations. We will have to wait for CinemaCon to arrive. Well, guys, those were today's updates. Comment below what you thought of the new Superman teaser, and don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.